right now, everything you do and get into the computer system by Friday at midnight, you generate and populate a paycheck for on Tuesday. So whatever cells you get into the computer system by Friday at midnight, you are going to get paid from Arbonne on Tuesday, which is amazing. So every single week, you guys, I post at the end of the week where we're at as a team, who all has signed up to do the business with us, and then also top spots. So top spots in sponsoring, top spots in sales, top district managers if you're already a district manager or above. And so I have asked a couple of people that are near and dear to me on our team to just share with you guys some of the tips that they have been implementing and messages that they've been sending and tools that they've been utilizing to be in those top spots this last week. So I am actually going to start with Lachelle, if you don't care. I see you first. So you guys, this is my dear friend Lachelle. And Lachelle is a brand new district manager. She promoted last month. And honestly, you guys, she's already done half of the month what she did in 1 month the month before, and double what she did the month before. So she's just rocking and rolling. And this is someone that you truly want to just pull out your notebook, pull out a piece of paper and an ink pen and listen to what she has to say, because she is #1 in sponsoring in my whole entire region. And not only is she signing up people to do the business with her, but she's also signing up preferred clients as well. And these preferred clients have orders. These preferred clients are getting their skincare or they're getting their 30 days to healthy living. So Lachelle, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself, I'm going to let you tell us what you said to reach out to these people, and what you feel like is working for you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, this is my first time using the computer. I usually use my phone. I really don't feel like I'm doing anything special. I'm not, I don't have the magic secret. I'm just kind of following, what's been laid out there and what Whitney's been telling me to do. I've just hit a good, I guess, lucky streak right now, I guess is what I would say. But some of the ones that I just recently signed up, a couple of them has been ladies that I work with when I'm the PRN who comes and has been helping me. I am a registered nurse. She's been coming in and helping me as a telephone nurse. And she had asked me just questions, saw that my Arbonne stuff. And it's like, oh, so what's this Arbonne about? So I kind of just discussed with her about that, and she had told me she used Rodan and Fields and stuff. So I was like, okay, really didn't push it, because we're like side by side. Then around, I believe it was July 2nd, I took some notes here, hit her up, sent her a message about the Kate Spade challenge, or giveaway, not challenge. Didn't get a response from her. So then I sent her a text message, reached out again a little later, but this time it was the makeup giveaway, because I really didn't want to push my boundaries too much, just because I did kind of work closely with her and I didn't want to make that relationship awkward. She told me sure, she wanted it. She watched the video, got back to me. Couple of things that stood out to her was actually, no, I take that back. With her, she had worked again, and so she hadn't got back to me about the video, and she came into work and she was like, hey, I got to watch that video. I'm like, great. She wasn't interested in the business. Again, she was, used the Rodan and Fields, but she started asking about the detox, and I was currently just coming off of the detox, just telling her how good I felt, and she was seeing the results in me as well. So she was I gave her some more information, like I said, at work. Didn't want anything at that time. She was like, well, she'd done some detoxes in the past. So then, like, I started all this conversation back at the beginning of July with her. So then around July the 30th, I sent a message out, like, hey, closing out my next detox group, and said, I know you had showed some interest. Would you like some more information or anything like that? So at that time, she was like, well, I'm not really sure, could I get some more info? Absolutely. So I sent her both a Tanda Cook video, told her that would explain what the detox was about with Arbonne. Then I also sent her the video with Kim Ford and Deborah Piercy, where they went through the product, did some testimony, and just shared some things there. So then I got back to her, like a few days later. Hey, have you been able to watch the video? She didn't get back to me. She finally got back to me on August the 3rd. I'm just throwing these dates out there so you kind of know the time frame of this expanded over. She said, hey, I finally watched the video. And then so she wanted to know the cost breakdown, what it cost. I sent her the big message that Whitney gives you saying, here it is, breaking it down, like saving you money, cheaper than going to McDonald's, Sent her that. She didn't get back to me then. I reached out again to her on the 3rd about the live. I believe Emily was doing it that night. And said, hey, I got a friend of mine who's going on. She's going to give testimony. It's going to be awesome. Would you like to jump on? And I'll send you the link for it. She was like, sure. That was at 4:41 that day when I sent her that message. Before we even went live, which was 7 or 8 that night, at 5:32, she sent me a message and said, hey, I'm ready to get started on the 30 days. Signed her up as a PC. So that, I guess I was just kind of been planting those, and I was giving her everything she wanted. So that was one with her. Another gal I reached out to, she's on here tonight. Hi, Paula. Happens to be my husband's cousin. I had hit her up about the Kate Spade Challenge. I sent a message to a messenger. That was around like July the 10th. She said, sure. Sent her the message. Didn't, ask her if she got a chance to watch it. She didn't get back with me. Didn't answer. Really didn't push that too much as well because she was family. Around August 6th, she messaged me saying that she had just saw my message where I had asked her if she had followed up, apologized, said that her notifications were off on her messenger account. So she and told me that she had went and watched the video, and the message was, okay, I'm curious, text me. So I text her, asked her, what was a couple of things that stood out to her. The things that stood out to her was the unlimited income and the variety of products, and time that she could spend on the business was up to her. It wasn't something that she had to set in stone. So then I got back with her, and I was like, the compensation plan, was insane. Just telling her we had like over 350 products, that my whole house is Arbonne. And just when I was introduced to Arbonne and I found out all the disgusting things that the U.S. allowed in our products, it was just disgusting to me. So I told her I'd get her added to the makeup giveaway. And I asked her, I said, could you see yourself doing something like this? Because I would love to show her how she can make money from her phone. She was like, awesome. She had been looking for something to build her wealth and to be able to give her son Austin in addition to her real estate business. So she said, so yes, I could see myself doing something like this. So, I told her it was, honestly simple, how to sign up, send her the link. And that was like on the 6th. She didn't end up, I was messaging her through saying, hey, you need me to help you sign up, because she hadn't signed up. She had got back to me a couple of times, hey, I'm meaning to. So I wasn't quite for sure she was, because a couple of days had passed there. But then she ended up messaging me one day, this morning, out of the blue. I had her on my mind that morning, and it was like around August the 13th or 12th. Actually, she sent me a message, said, hey, signed up, got my registration completed. So again, that one, I just happened to hit her at the right time. Here she was looking for something for her family, and she needed that little bit of what we have to offer. One of the other girls I reached out to, again, started with the Kate Spade Challenge about July. This is a gal that my daughter actually races soapbox derby. She's in our racing family. Had reached out to her. We were at the World Championships at the time. She said, sure, watch the video. A couple things that stood out to her was about the ingredient policy, how we ban over 2,000 harmful chemicals, and that we didn't have to keep inventory. Of course, I hit her up for the business, and she was like, girl, she said, I am not no salesperson. She said, but thank you for the compliment, because I'm like, you would be awesome. She's a school teacher. So she wasn't interested at all. So then I hit her up about the detox, say, hey, she had noticed, she had complimented on, hey, what are you doing? You look great. So I told her what I was doing. At the time, she said, well, she really wasn't interested. School was starting to get closed. She said, I won't have time to be doing, all of that stuff. Kind of backed off for her for a little bit. Again, well, that's when she said, no, not at the time then. Around 27th is when I reached out to her. That's when she said, school's getting close. I'm not going to have time. I'm going to be in class, doing all these shakes and everything. And I was like, it's truly not, it's probably the simplest thing I've ever done and the best thing that I've ever done for my life and my health. So I sent her, she asked a little more about it then, and I said, hey, I can send you a video. So I sent her that. She's like, kind of interested. So she had, like, her mom's going through cancer and stuff. So she was with her. So I kind of backed off again. So she reached out to me and said, she said, I may be interested in doing this, but it's just not the right time. And I said, that's fine. You get back to me. I said, if you need any more information, I'll give it to you. Saw her at a race just a couple weekends ago, and my husband was like, hey, I'm going to go talk to Lachelle. Are you, you're talking about doing the detox, she could help you out. She's like, yeah, I need to go talk to her. So she came over and said, hey, I watched the video. She said, I do want to do it, but I really don't want to start till like September. I said, that's absolutely fine. I said, you know how to reach me. I said, if you don't get back to me, I'll get back with you, because there'll be a group starting that first Monday in September. So I reached back out to her on this past Friday when we had this, we got these free products of $168 to $233. Said, hey, I said, Melissa, I know that you're interested in doing this detox. I said, Arbonne has just rolled this out today. It's today only. I know you want to do it. I would hate for you to miss this opportunity. Go ahead and get signed up. You can still start on September, that first Monday in September. But I would hate for you to mess this up or pass it up. And she was like, absolutely, I want to do it. She said, what do you need from me? So got her signed up, and so she'll be starting the detox that first week of September. The next lady is actually my supervisor at work, and she was always teasing me about, like, because we have like lunch every day at the office, and she's like, oh, I forget you only drink liquid, you don't eat food, and I'm like, no, I don't. So I've kind of been talking to her about it and talking to her kind of about the products, and she would come in. I keep my Arbonne catalog sitting right there, so if anybody walks in my office, it's right there, and they're like, oh, what's this? So she would skim through it all the time, and then she would start asking me about the deodorant and the stuff about her daughter, and I was like, okay. So I really didn't push her too hard, because she's my supervisor. Hit her up about the Kate Spade Challenge. She watched the video. A couple of things that stood out to her, was that 97% of the people never heard of Arbonne. That was one of the things that stood out to her, and of course the mineral oils. Reached out to her about the biz. She didn't respond. Again, didn't push her there. So then a few days later, she came in because one of my other gals had ordered some products, and she was talking about how amazing, her face felt. So she was like, so do you have any samples? And I know that we're not supposed to kind of do that, but I was like, I tell you what, I said, actually I do. I said, but my only stipulation is if I give you this RE9, I want you to try it for 7 days straight, like you're supposed to use it day and night. And I want you to tell me at the end of that 7 days what you think. So I gave her I brought her a sample the next day, went in there and went through how to use it. And I reached back out to her just a couple of days later, because you know how people will just let it sit on their shelf and not do it. So I was like, hey, I shot her a text message and said, hey, Kirsten, I said, started using those, that makeup sample or the RE9 set yet? And she said, yeah. She said, actually I have. And she said, but my face started to break out. So I wasn't for sure if it was the product or if it was just a coincidence. And I said, I'm guessing it's just a coincidence. It's getting them toxins out of your face. I said, but let me know. So she got tickled. She'd come into my office and she said, so I stopped it for a couple of days. And I said, is your face cleared up? And she was like, no. I said, so start back using the regimen. So then, kind of left it at that. then again, I hit her up about the new thing that rolled out on Friday that Whitney threw out there about getting the free product. Shot her a message, said, hey, I know you've been using the RE9. I feel like, it's working good for you. I said, if you're interested, here's what's going on. I would love to get you an extra free gift. And she was like, so, of course, then she was like, well, what's the free gift? So I shot her the message or the picture of what, she could get. Of course, I had hit her up about the detox too, and she just wasn't interested in that. And she did also watch the live video. She just wasn't ready, but she will still consider maybe doing that in the future. Just right now wasn't the right time. So anyway, so I messaged her about that, and she was like, "Hey, what do you need from me?" And I told her, shot her the price and everything, and got her signed up as well. So I mean, that has been what has happened for me in the last few weeks. Not to say that that's going to happen every time. I mean, I've had plenty of people that have not got back to me, have ghosted me, and sometimes I feel like, I'm hitting my head up against the wall, but it's not stopping me because I believe in everything that Arbonne is. Oh, and my last one, I will say, just throwing this out there, my mother's birthday was on Friday, and as most of you know, family is kind of the hardest to even get through to, like with her and my sister and stuff, and I thought, said, Mom, what's your email address? And she sent it to me, and I said, okay. I said, I'm pretty sure that you know that I am a consultant with Arbonne, and just went through the breakdown how Arbonne was technically based, and just, blah, blah, blah. I said, so I have signed you up as a preferred client. I've ordered you the skincare line, and I said, for your birthday. And I said, you're going to love it. Your skin's going to feel amazing. I said, so once you get your product, give me a call. We'll go through the regimen. So thought that was the best birthday ever. So, yes. So that's my story, guys. I'm not doing anything. Sorry, not doing anything special. Just keep working. That's all I got to say. Plug in, keep pushing it, and keep working.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You guys, and a couple of things that I want to point out, and then I'm going to turn it over to Hillary to share with you guys what she's been sharing to be #1 in personal sales this week. But a couple of things that I picked up on that Lachelle said that I just want to recap on is at the very beginning before she started talking, and this is, honestly just how we all, like what we want to say in the very beginning, but she said, honestly, it's just luck. And what I want you guys to know, what I heard through that is that it's not luck. There is no such thing as luck, because luck is when hard work meets up with preparation. And did you guys notice that she gave you a timeline? Did you guys notice that this wasn't the first time she'd reached out to those individuals? It was her hard work meeting up with the preparation that she had done to prepare herself for success in this business. So that's where you truly start to see your seeds 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days out take root, which is what we talk about every single week, you guys. The seeds that she tossed last month in July when she was busting her hiney to finish district manager are starting to take root and sprout in August. That is why her numbers look like mid-month, what they looked like at the end of last month. So that truly is just the system and the cycle that we're always talking about. You guys, another thing that I picked up on is that she's been extremely coachable. I did a special training call last night with individuals who, just hopped on and just shared some obstacles and some like roadblocks that they had hit in their business. And one of the things that I shared was sometimes we feel like we come to a point where we don't know what else to reach out about. And did you guys hear through her stories and through signing people up, she always found another reason to reach out. And another thing that I wanted to say is that a lot of times, especially when I send a video, I'll say, here's the video, check it out and let me know what you think. If I ever end a message with let me know what you think, I'm always following up 24 hours later. I never, ever, ever expect someone to come back to me. I know that I am the bottom dog on their priority list. They've got their faith, they've got their spouse, they've got their kiddos, they've got work, they've got a gazillion other things, and I am nothing to them. So I have to make sure that I am proactive and I follow up, and that's something that she did. always finding another reason to reach out. She kept reaching out, even if it was just the Facebook Live. Hey, I know that you've been kind of interested in the detox. We've got this Facebook Live. You guys, we have a Facebook Live tomorrow night in the Pure 30 page. I will post the details after this call to our Unstoppable Team Arbonne page. All you have to do is be a member of that group and then follow back up with the people who've been interested in the detox and ask them to watch that live. So now I'm going to turn it over to Hillary, you guys, and just let her share with you honestly, just the simplicity and how she's been reaching out to people and increasing her sales. You guys, this girl has just been working her hiney off, and I am so proud of you, Hillary, and just so excited for everybody to just hear from you, because I always say, you guys, Arbonne is not rocket science. And I hope that you're going to share like kind of your message with everybody and kind of what you say. I hope that was on your agenda. But guys, it's honestly, she made it up, using some guide rails that we had set in place. But it's working for her. And my prayer is just that it can help some of you guys as well. So Hillary, can you unmute yourself, or do you want me to unmute you?
I think I got it.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's actually the first thing I had on my list. I was going to share like an example of a message that I was sending out last week. So here's an example. I just said like, hey, Amanda, I hope the school year is off to a great start, because she's a teacher. So I just kind of made it personable. Like, instead of just sending out, copy and pasting at the beginning, I kind of just, wanted to make it seem like it was personable to her, to whoever I was reaching out with. And I just would be like, your daughter is adorable, or just to fit whoever it was that I was messaging. And then I would just have like the rest of it, I would kind of copy and paste. I would put like, I wanted to reach out to you and let you know I will be placing an Arbonne order with discounts and free shipping on Friday. Are there any skincare, makeup, nutrition, and or bath and body products you would be interested in? Or maybe you're just looking to restock on something or try something new. And then I would just leave it at that. And then I think what really made a difference for me was just adding that personal touch at the beginning. And I also, I tried to keep it as genuine as I could and to sound more like me, instead of just copying and pasting something that I just don't think sounds like something I would say. But also use the same sort of verbiage, not taking away from it completely, but just kind of making it sound a little bit more genuine. And I think that helped me get responses. Some of the sales that I got, they were also from, like Lachelle was talking about, a few, that I had been talking to for weeks. So some of those that came back, and finally messaged me back. And then some of them would be like, they would respond and they'd be like, oh, I haven't heard of Arbonne. What is it? So of course, then I would give them, the rundown of it. And then I would be like, are there any particular, I would keep asking questions like you have always, mentioned in the past. I would be like, are there any particular products that you would like to know about, or you're maybe interested in? And so if they said skincare, I would ask about their skin. If they were just looking for makeup, I would ask about, what type of makeup. I would have just single orders of, just mascara. The mascara has been really popular for me. Foundation, I wanted to make sure I got the right colors for people. So I would text like a picture of the person to Whitney, and just to help, I would have an idea of what color I wanted to use for them, but I wanted to make sure I was right. I want to make sure I got them the right product. And then, let's see, wrote some notes here so I wouldn't forget. Okay, so what I did use, since I wanted to get all these orders in by Friday, I kind of started messaging people really heavily on Wednesday afternoon, because I know that it usually takes a couple of days before you can actually get that sale. It takes a few days of conversation. So and I would let people know I'm placing a bulk order on Friday, so that way that you can get free shipping. And so, that would encourage a lot of people to make sure that they got back with me on Friday. And I did use, I was offering a special. So I did use my PC account that I have made to make this order. So that way I could also offer free products to people who placed a big enough order, or maybe if they didn't place a big enough order, but I thought that there was a free product that they could use, I would be able to add that to it as well, with, order them separately, $150 each. And I mean, there are still people that I had that, of course, just left me on red and haven't responded to me. But today, I did get back with those, and I would just go back to ask them about watching the video. And those people have, not all of them, but some of them have responded, and I have gotten them to watch the video and, at least get the message of Arbonne out to them. And that's really about all I was doing. I mean, I just think starting earlier on in the week has helped me a lot, as far as making sure my sales get in on Friday instead of waiting until Friday. Like, oh gosh, I want to get these in so I can get paid on Tuesday, So it also worked out that I was off Wednesday afternoon. So I literally used the whole entire afternoon messaging everybody. And to be honest, she was talking about the deal that that we had going on Friday. I was so busy placing orders for people that I never even saw the deal that you had placed on there. I didn't even know about it. But yeah, that's all I did. I just started messaging early and tried to make the messages that I sent people sound like me, but also use our verbiage and offer special discounts.
That's awesome. Okay. And so I'm just because we do have new faces on here, and I know we're going to have new people that are going to watch this recording. So a couple of things that I want to point out that Hillary just shared, you guys. This is Hillary's second month in the business. And so I remember last month in July, her first 30 days, just like a lot of us have and say when we first start Arbonne, I feel like I need to know more about the products. I don't see you anymore. Hillary, are you still there? Maybe not. Anyway, so a lot of us will say, I feel like I need to know more about the products. And I always say, listen, you don't need to know everything about the products to jump in. So what I was just going to have her validate, but you guys are just going to have to trust me. I was just going to have her validate that, she is like sold the mascara before she used the mascara, sold the foundation before she used the foundation. And the reason why those things were happening is because she just trusted, and she was sending her screenshots to me, and she would say, like, what in the heck? I don't even know like where to start or what to recommend. I'm like, okay, let's say this. The part that she got good at, and the part that all of us need to get good at, is asking that next question. So she read her introductory message to you guys, where basically she laid it all out there, what we have. The message is about this long. It's not too long. It's not too short. It says we have skincare. It says we have makeup. It says we have nutrition. Where are your interests? What are you interested in? Can I get you some more information about something? She let the customer tell her what their interest was in. Hey, Hillary, I lost you for a second. She let them tell her what they were interested in. And then from there, she found something to fit their needs. You guys, when it comes down to crunch time, when you're trying to hit your goal on Friday so that you can get that paycheck on Tuesday, when you're trying to hit your month end goal, a mascara is a mascara, a primer is a primer, a face wash is a face wash. I don't care if it comes in a set or not, right? And you're not going to care either. So just some other tips in case you guys are wondering what she's talking about and how she's offering these special deals, because it's not magic. So I urge everybody to have a fake preferred client account or a dummy preferred client account. You could use your dog's name. It doesn't matter. You could use a fake email address. It doesn't matter. But just have something signed up in the computer system as a preferred client. It's going to cost you $29. It's going to be the best $29 that you've ever spent, because I promise you she's making that back 5 times in her paycheck tomorrow on Tuesday, because she had 5 or 6 people who just wanted a mascara, or 5 or 6 people who just wanted a face wash. So she took 5 and I'm just trying to make it so simple right now, 5 face washes, and put them in under that preferred client ID, gave all 5 of those people 20% off. So they got a discount. And because the order was big enough, they got free shipping, right? So it makes it look like, oh my gosh, like Hillary's being so amazing to me. She's giving me a discount and she's giving me free shipping. Well, she's just using that dummy preferred client account that she has. Now it's going to come to her house, and she's going to have to make sure that she delivers it, because it's coming to her. Because once you put 5 different people's orders in under one name, you've got to divvy it up from there. So it is really beneficial in ways when you sell kits and you sell sets, because you're selling more, you're getting more volume, it's going straight to their front doorstep. There's a lot of perks in that. However, she had a goal, and her goal was non-negotiable. So let me ask you, what's your goal, and is your goal non-negotiable? And are you willing to go drop off a face wash at your next door neighbor's house? Or are you willing to drop off a primer at your kid's school, right? So she gave them 20% off, and she gave them free shipping if they ordered by Friday. I'm placing a big order by Friday. She put urgency around it, and she started working in advance. She started working on Wednesday to prep for her Friday. You guys, procrastination in this business gets you no results. When you procrastinate in Arbonne, Friday's going to roll around and you're going to be scratching your head going, I don't know what to do from here. So you have to start early, and you always have to be proactive and start often. So the fake preferred client account, when you do that, you guys make sure that you are placing 150 orders at a time, because it will continue to give you that free gift section. So we are it, you guys. We are up on time. And I did just want to talk to you guys. I'm just going to wrap us up real quick. One of the things I wanted to share on our call last night that I didn't get a chance to, we were just talking about grit. And I think it's so appropriate for sponsoring and sales, and wherever it is that you want to be in this business, whether you want to end this month at 2,500 QV or sales as a consultant, so you can get your double consultant cash bonus and earn a $200 cash bonus from Arbonne, right? Or whether you want to hit your district bonus or your area bonus or your region bonus or whatever that looks like. One of my favorite trainers did a training at our global training conference, and she talked about grit. And I want you guys to write this down, because grit in your Arbonne business stands for getting real intentional today. Today. You guys, don't wait until tomorrow, because your future self cannot be trusted. How many times do we say, tomorrow tomorrow I will, tomorrow I'll, and she says, yeah, but you ain't. You're not. So you need to start today, right? Your future self cannot be trusted. She says, don't wait on motivation. Motivation goes into hibernation. And if you wait on motivation, you're going to find yourself in a dark cave hibernating with it. So you guys, you can't wait for motivation. Motivation is not going to strike you like lightning. You have to do it when you don't feel like it. You have to do it on Tuesday and put that transformation post out there. You guys are going to see those examples tomorrow. You have to invite people to the Pure 30 page when you don't feel like it, when you feel like you don't have enough time. Even if you just do something for your Arbonne business daily. These girls are amazing examples of that. 30 days into their business, and they are reaping the harvest from last 30 days. And I guarantee you at the end of July, they were thinking, well, what in the world am I going to do for August? Where am I going to get sales? Where am I going to find preferred clients? Hillary was texting me on Friday. She's like, I've sold 3 RE9 brightening sets. And she was just like on top of the world, 3 people getting their RE9 skincare set in one day. So I'm going to stop talking, you guys, but we have so much to look forward to and so much to work for. Talk to your sponsor or talk to your upline about what you have to do to earn your double cash bonus this month. You guys, that should be every single person on this call, that should be our bare minimum goal. And then we're going to teach you exactly what to do and how to get there. So I hope that you guys took notes. I hope that you guys saw what I saw. Being coachable. Always having another reason to follow up, making sure that you understand the power of the compound effect, and that 30 days and 60 days and 90 days, the seeds that you planted last month are going to start to harvest. Keeping things simple, asking questions, always asking questions and giving more information, letting people know that you care about them and that they're special and that this is what's in it for you. If you do this today, I'm going to help you out here. You scratch my back, I'm going to scratch your back, right? So love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in and listening, and I will see you guys all next Monday.